in a selling situation, but the way that our brain works, Frankie, is your early warning detection mechanism. And your brain is thinking in advance all the time. What if he swears at me? What if I make a mistake? What if he rejects me? What does that say about me? Am I not that worthy? Is he confirming that I am not worthy? Is he confirming that I'm not smart enough? Is she confirming I'm inadequate? So now selling becomes a personal attack on us that might cause us to feel embarrassed or ashamed. We're afraid of being ridiculed or judged, or like, what are you trying to sell me for? So we have these constructs around the word selling, like we have constructs around the word snake. Jumping out of a plane, scuba diving, eating ants. We have these constructs about what it means, and our brain is projecting, specifically the Frankie's monster part of the brain, is projecting the worst case scenario, which is actually your best friend. So Frankie's monster is not your enemy. Fear is not your enemy. Being worried about being embarrassed. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to be ashamed. I don't want to be ridiculed. I don't want to be judged. I don't take rejection personally because I learned how to construct what it actually means. So the issue most people have around selling is they think selling is doing something to somebody. And it's not. Selling is serving somebody, is making sure that your program, product, service, or thing has a resonant match with what they want and need and will help them. And you owe it to them to show them how your program, product, or thing can enhance and make their life, business, children's better. And your job is to guide, not to sell. And it's a skill that you can learn. And most people haven't learned the skill. But the skill is readily available for anybody who is committed. Oh, yeah. And there's different levels of the game of selling. And you're going to start off as a clumsy beginner. And you're not going to have any technique and strategy and understanding how to lead and how to ask questions, how to handle objections. But you're a clumsy beginner. And then if you have self-image issues or you don't know how to regulate your emotions, you're not just a clumsy beginner, okay, but you're a clumsy beginner with mindset and emotional challenges you have to overcome as well. And that's okay too, because 2025, we understand a little bit more about how the brain works. And if you're committed, you can learn how to upgrade your self-image, self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence so that whoever rejects you, you're like, okay, next one. Whoever tries to embarrass you, it's like, they're ignorant. Whoever tries to, do whatever to you, it's not about you, it's about them. And you can learn how to be in control of a situation, but it takes a commitment to learn how to. And I want to show you something. I use this as an example in some of my teaching, and you'll appreciate that.
All I'm going to add here, John, is just the fact that there are some people who are going to be listening to this. So for those of you who are listening, I highly suggest you move over to YouTube and come and see the video of this episode, because you'll understand the references to Einstein and Frankenstein. We're about to have a demonstration as well. So I will encourage you guys to come and check it out.
Yeah, so for those of you that can't get to YouTube right now, imagine that we have 5 Rubik's Cubes in front of us. We have one that's a 2x2 Rubik's Cube, one that's 3x3 by 3, one that's 4x4, one that's 5x5, and then we have like the monster, okay, like multifaceted Rubik's Cube. And here's my question. If you had these in front of you, first question is, are they solvable? Like, are all of these solvable? Right?
Yep.
So I've got a few that are already solved, a few that, we play with. So they're all solvable. So if you're in sales and you want to get better, you want to make 50,000, 100,000, 300,000, 500,000, $1 million, it's doable, right? I mean, those numbers are doable in almost any sales job. Now, here's the question. If you're committed, could you learn today on YouTube how to solve the 2x2?
100%.
You can also go to ChatGPT or Claude and go, hey, I'm a beginner at the Rubik's Cube. I've got the 2x2 before me. Give me the step-by-step, easy to follow instruction, or the 3x3, or the 4x4, or the 5x5. So they're not only solvable, we can get the instruction of every step to take, and we can either do it on our own, we can get help doing it. Most people try to solve the Rubik's Cube on their own, never solve it, because there's over 1 billion moves you can make just with the 3 or 3. And most people are working hard, but they never solve it. So in sales, if you were committed, I'm going to keep coming back to that word, could you learn the structure for any selling situation? Of course, it's going to take some time, because you can play sales at the beginner level, or you can play sales at the Hall of Fame pro level. You don't get to the Hall of Fame pro level without going through the steps. So the steps are, first, I have to work on my own mindset and see myself as somebody who serves, and my vocation is selling the program, product, or service that I do to help people. The second part of it is learning, how should I present? How should I qualify? Do I know what the objections are that people will ask, whether it's time, money, quality, do I understand the structure? And so if I invest a little bit of time every day on upgrading my mindset, my identity, to see myself as somebody who helps others through this professional vocation called selling, and that I am an excellent salesperson helping others achieve what they want because of my programs, products, services, or thing, then I'm a servant leader. And if my program, product, service, or thing either doesn't meet their budget, doesn't meet their needs, they don't understand what it is, that's okay. My job is to find the people that I can help. And if I can find people that I can help, and I know what to say, how to control a conversation, how to handle whatever questions they may have, and I don't take their rejection personally, then I can start to be better at the game called selling. And if I'm not prepared to be a clumsy beginner and learn the basics, and then the intermediate and the advanced and the pro level stuff, then you're not committed. Get out of the freaking game. Go do something else. And that's okay. If you want to get better at selling, then understand the constructs, the frameworks to get better at selling. It's like you want to learn how to knit. You're going to learn how to knit. You want to do the Rubik's Cube. You're going to learn how to do the Rubik's Cube. You want to learn to be a better chef, bake a cake, bake a cookie. You want to get better at dressing, whatever it is. You're going to have to learn. And all learning on the front end feels clumsy, confusing, and overwhelming. Until it doesn't.
John, this is such a powerful masterclass. So thank you for that. Thank you so much for listening to the Selling with Love podcast. We have some previous episodes you can tune into right here. And if you prefer the short form content where you get to the point in under 10 minutes, we do have a ton of clips from our best episodes that are being shared on this channel as well. So pick which one supports you the most. And of course, thank you for liking, subscribing, and of course, selling with love.